Child, if there are two people in Hollywood you don't want spilling your business, it's Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown, because these two have zero filter and they're never afraid to speak their truth. And this time they're out here spilling all the tea on some of the undercover rappers in the industry who are still on the DL, and girl, the names on their list will leave you shook. Jaguar and Orlando have been trying to tell us for a long time about how things in the industry are not always what they seem to be, and it looks like they were on to something. Y'all need to get on this real quick, because these two are determined to be as chaotic as possible, and they did not hold anything back. If y'all have been keeping your ears to the streets, then you probably heard all the tea about how most of the rappers in Hollywood secretly like men and only use women as a cover so people don't realize that they like getting bent over and taking to Pound Town. Well, that is until Orlando Brown and Jaguar Wright decided to pop up and expose everyone, and child, these two were messy AF, but hey, we love them. For y'all know how everyone used to call Jaguar and Orlando crazy for the crazy stories they used to tell. Well, fast forward a couple of years and what we now know about the industry. It looks like we might owe them an apology, because these two were way ahead of their time when it comes to exposing the industry for what it really is now, with all the backlash that they've gotten so far over the years. You think that they would keep their mouth shut and stop spilling tea, right? Well, you clearly don't know these two, because they're determined to expose shady celebs, and they're going to stop at nothing to say what they have to say. To put into perspective just how brave these two are, we've seen so many instances of celebrities almost losing everything when they try to come out to try to expose DL celebrities. I mean, take Wendy Williams for example, and how she almost lost her entire career because she tried to expose Diddy for being on the DL. This happened back in the 90s when Wendy worked at the Hot 97. According to people in the know, Wendy stumbled on a picture of Diddy getting his pants pulled down by a man when he was on vacation with a group of people in Cancun. Puff got one of the hottest DJs off her Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had power. Speaking of that, right, I'm happy you brought that up. Kirk Bars, I did an interview with him some months ago, and he told a story about Wendy Williams. She got fired from High 97 because she had a picture of Puffy, and she was saying on air that she was going to reveal the picture if you don't mind, because he told me the story but he didn't go into detail. He never told me about what was in the picture, so if you don't mind, give me the story from your point of view and what was in the picture, because for some reason he never went into detail about that. We were in Cancun and we were on our way to the island of women, you understand, and this all it was, bro. For whatever reason dude was playing with Puff. He went behind him and grabbed his trunks and pulled them down. When he grabbed his trunk to pull him down, some girls that was taking pictures, they took that picture and emailed it back to Wendy Wills. Wendy Wills say she had him in a compromising position and like he was gay, something like that, and she was going to put it out, so they stopped her from putting it out and they got her fired from High 97 because of. Though like that wasn't bad enough, he also tried to get Weenie jump the members of his girl group Total. I remember I got off the air one day and them the Total were downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight and shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Scale hiding like a girl, thanks Scale. I'm standing in the door like what, and I'm literally about to go through now. I'm not like what, let's fight, cause I'm not one of those type of. Wendy Williams spoke about this in an interview a couple of years before she retired from TV, and she was really salty about it. There was a radio personality once upon a time, her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such, and now it's if a powerful woman like Wendy came very close to losing it all because she decided to spill the truth. Can you imagine how much worse it would be for Jaguar and Orlando? Well, as bad as it is, Orlando is determined to speak his truth once and for all. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying, what people do like. And speaking of Orlando, in that interview he made some very bold claims about how Diddy allegedly gave him some mouth action, some of that G300, if you know what I mean. Yo, did you gave me the USK cash, you gave me the USK MUA, they smashed D ya SH, I mean you gave me the USK mosh, I love it, yo, I love it, you gave me the US cash moss. This might seem crazy at first, but when you realize that Diddy has so many allegations against him, including El Rod, who made similar allegations against Diddy. But that's not all, because in another video that went viral he made some wild claims about how he allegedly has some of that little something with a couple of rappers in the industry, including Drake, Diddy, and even Buster. We made love, who you made love with? Buster, are you just told me you see Buster in airport too? That ___. Try to act like he don't know you smashed Drake. No, I never smashed. Oh, you made love to Drake and Willems. Bro, you smashing a lot of people. What's that? Terrence Howard. Usher is a gusher. What the why you not? I'm telling you bro, it's my dad's friends, my dad SCK his baddest friends on me. Who's your dad? Lucifer. Child, isn't it crazy how many people on the list have been battling DL allegations for years? And speaking of Busta, he has also had more than his fair share of allegations of being on the DL, even though he has gone over and beyond to try to hide it. A couple of months ago, his former bodyguard exposed him for allegedly having a little something with his gay lawyer, and also paying for gay men to be in his section at the club. All my promoter homies would always say, man, you know we got to bring some, we got to bring some, what they call him, I'm not going to say that on here, they call him a fun boy. They say we got to have some fun boys in the section for Buster, cause you know I bodyguard for Ghostface before, you feel me, and being around him, you hear things, you feel me. My damn, and my auntie like the biggest Buster Remus fan. You feel me, like every cookout she playing it all, his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people at this time. I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him? No, I never heard of him. Model dude. Like a model guy, he be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin and a club we ended up going to, busting RS in there, so he got it. Was a little lawyer guy that was with us, and the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Buster Rise wanted him in his section so bad, like what pulled him to the section like through the rope and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little group, so if I go out with somebody like a group people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them, he stayed in there with them bro. But that's not all, because another YouTuber made wild claims about how Busta allegedly put moves on him and tried to get him into his VIP section at the club. I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand and he's shaking, he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Bust at first, you know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here, so the first thing I noticed was this big flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up Buster, what's up? Now he hold my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up man, like what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner, what's up man, you know? And then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision the side eye, this big bodyguard in black just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile Buster still got my hand in his hand and he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club, you know, we got a section, you know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real, like that's what's up? Like he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I got to, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell him that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, B, don't even get me started on the rumors about Drake allegedly being on the DL. Folks have been calling him zesty for years. And even though he hasn't been caught pants down yet, fans wouldn't be surprised if the rumors turned out to be true. Now moving on to Jaguar, she has had a lot to say about gay celebs making some crazy claims about how these gay rappers allegedly prey on younger rappers in exchange for helping the younger rappers make their way in the industry. One of the first names on her list was 50 Cent, and I'm not going to lie, this one left fans shook, because if there's one person that nobody expected to have DL allegations is 50. I mean, he has made it his entire personality to clown rappers he thinks are in the close